everyone. Welcome to another award-winning edition of the Locker Room Chat. My name is John Williams, and tonight we are featuring the Kingston High School Yellow Jackets basketball team, and along with me right now is the assistant coaches Tyler Brown and Zach Eason.
Glad to be here.
Thank y'all for being here.
Yeah, man, thanks for having us.
And we have one player for the Yellow Jackets tonight, senior Brady Luttrell. We'll be chatting with Brady here in a little bit, but guys, congratulations on making it to the state bound, and I know there's a lot of excitement in Kingston right now.
Yeah, man, it really feels like the whole community is gathered around this team and really rallied around them, man. The lines have been crazy trying to get in to watch these guys play, and I don't blame them, man. They're fun to watch. They're fun to coach. It's just a great group of guys that are just doing on an incredible run, incredible journey, and I'm excited to keep it going.
Yeah, and we hate that we have the COVID protocols and all that, but we want to keep everybody safe. But we know that there's been a bunch more people watching online when we play. We've got messages and calls from all sorts of people in the community. Everybody's super pumped, super excited about this team and this special group of players.
Well, the Kingston High Yellow Jackets making their first trip to the state tournament since 1991, and we were hoping to get Coach Naramore here with us tonight, but he couldn't make it. I'm sure he's busy getting a game plan together or whatever. I know he's a busy man. And also, we was hoping to have some more players down, but we got Mr. Luttrell that we'll be chatting with here shortly. As you see there on the screen, Brady Luttrell, a senior. Brady, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. I'm Brady Luttrell. I'm a senior at Roane County High School.
Now it's Roane County High School. I hear a lot. I hear Roane County High, I hear Kingston High. I'm an old school guy. I always say Kingston, but
I guess technically it's Roane County, but we wear the K with pride, man. Kingston, we like that community, and that's what we're playing for, and so I like calling it Kingston.
Yeah, I guess the official name is Roane County High, but everybody knows when they see the K, Kingston Yellow Jackets. So, yep.
When did they make that change? It's been a while, isn't it, since they sort of switched over?
Yeah,
to Roane?
I mean, I know the school was established in the early 1900s, and it was like the first one in Roane County, so that's how it got Roane County High, and that never left. But the athletics has been Kingston for a long time.
Right. That's all I've ever known it as.
Yeah.
Kingston, and guys, first let's talk about the community at Kingston. Let's talk about them first. You can call them the sixth man, the 12th man, or whatever you want to call them, but it's tremendous. I went to a couple of games. I saw the district semifinal against Scott, and I saw the other night the sub-state game against Sullivan East, and I saw some highlights of the Fulton game on 5-star preps, and they had the crowd you could hear piped in. But let's talk about the community at Kingston and what it means to your boys.
Man, there's a lot of pride in Kingston, the community in general, but the atmosphere of the games and just you can feel it on game day, man. That's all anyone wants to talk about is these boys and how they're playing and what's next for us and who we got next, what's the game plan. That's all they want to talk about. And so our student section has been tremendous, and Brady can talk more on that. They call them the Kingston Crazies, and they're excited about it. They feel as much part of the team as anybody else. Like after each win in the district and the region, they rush the court, and we're all down there. And it's not just the students, man. It's the old time Kingston people that have been there for years, had played there previously, and they're showing pride and they're showing emotion too. So we all come in there together and we all break it down together before we leave the court that night, which is pretty cool, pretty exciting.
Yeah, the Crazies have been incredible, and I'll sort of let Brady talk about his peers there with the student section, but they've adopted calling our home court the Woodshed in homage to taking them to the Woodshed. And so the student section has given us just an incredible home court advantage during this run. They've been incredible. And so, I'd throw it over to Brady and let him talk about the Woodshed a little bit.
Yeah, man, I don't really know how to describe our student section, man. They've been it's special whenever you feel like your students who are coming to the game are almost as excited as the game as you are when you're about to play it. And I know that's how it's been from, the guys who are seniors who are in that student section. They've been with us since we were in middle school, and they knew this. They knew we were special, but nobody knew how special we were, and that we would come this far. So I'm just so thankful for everybody that shows up to our games, and I just want to say thank you on here, and I thank them after every game just for coming out and keeping that energy going.
How much does that spur you on, Brady? Just the fans, and especially in these big games, how much adrenaline does that give you, and just energy?
Yeah, well, especially since I hurt my knee, you know, it was never really a choice for me whether I was going to play or not because there's so much positivity behind me. It wasn't really about this. I just wanted to go out there and make everybody proud. And I mean, you can't not get up for that. You know what I'm saying? It's just an awesome atmosphere, and I'm going to miss playing in that gym, man.
Brady is a senior. He's a senior captain for the Yellow Jackets and big part of the team, point guard. He had an injury, I believe, early in the year against Alcoa.
Yeah, he's one of the toughest kids I know, man. He had the injury at Alcoa, went down. It was devastating. You know, he's a key piece to our team, and he's brought us, like, he's one of the key proponents. Like, when he was a freshman, I remember when he came in, and I remember the first couple of games, him and Harper didn't start, and they were playing a bunch, and we're like, what do we do? Like, we've got to start these kids. Like, they're special. And so they starting from, I guess, about 5 games in their freshman year, and they brought us to the point that we're at now. And so when he went down, it was devastating, and he worked back to get back going. And then when he got down again in the Fulton game in the region final, I asked him, I remember we were sitting there, he brought the piece of paper in at pregame for the Sullivan East game and said, they cleared me. I can play tonight. I said, well, can you play, though? And he was like, I think I can play. So we shot around some, and he was like, what do you want to do? And he said, whatever you say. I said, no, whatever you say. You brought us to this point. You bring us home. And he played phenomenal that game.
Right, I read something about head coach Colt Naramore talking about Brady, you know, leading into that Sullivan East game, and he mentioned he was really going to go into some intense therapy, as anything, just to get him back on the court, but it was sort of up in the air, and I know he had to be delighted to get him back.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's nothing stopping him from playing. He's a stud.
Yeah, and we know how hard he worked. You know, it's like when he went down against Fulton, only thing on his mind was getting back on that court again. And he went in, put all the work in therapy where he'd get approved. And all our other teammates and everyone associated with this program, they know how much he means to this program and this team. And we all knew that he was going to work as hard as anybody to get back.
I mean, it was up in the air that day if he was going to play, and then he went out and played 25, 30 minutes, scored 8 points.
Yeah, we kind of let Colt take care of the X's and O's, and we do the subbing, and we did not do a good job limiting Brady's minutes.
That game, because we know how much he put in the work to get to where we are, and we're going to let him live that out, man. He did a phenomenal job.
Brady, just talk about your knee injury. Those out there watching don't know, as the coaches here mentioned, a knee injury against Alcoa early in the year, and if I'm not mistaken, that's y'all's last loss, right? Was Alcoa that game?
Yeah,
It
that's
was.
right.
And that's
Lost
back,
by 1.
That's back in the end of January, I believe.
Yep.
And but anyway, Brady also suffered an injury against Knoxville Fulton in the region semifinals, which is region championship, which
On
is
Thursday
really
night.
really important. Get that home court advantage for the sub-state. But Brady, just talk about your knee injury a little bit and what you had to go through, even after the Alcoa game, and then hurting it again against Fulton. Go ahead and touch on that.
All right. When I injured against Alcoa, I had never been injured before, really. That was my first injury since I'd been playing in middle school and high school. So I didn't know what to expect. Laying there, obviously a lot's going through your head, but at the end of the day, I just trusted God. I knew my teammates and coaches had my back, and that they would continue to play well without me. And I knew as long as I worked hard to get back, everything else would take care of itself, and it did, and I'm thankful for that. And then, re-entering it against Fulton, it was obviously frustrating, but there's nothing I could do. I knew I just had to put my head down, get back to work, because there was bigger things to get to, and now getting to the state tournament, is more than worth it, putting in that work and getting back. And I'm just thankful for this community, this team, and how much God's helped me through all this.
How did you initially hurt it against Alcoa? Did you bump knees with someone, or how did
Yeah, against Alcoa, I think it was kind of a freak thing then. A guy just hit me on the inside of my knee and kind of just pushed it out, which hurt a lot worse. Honestly, it was worse than the second time around. But yeah, that's how it happened the first time.
pretty much the same thing against Fulton? I guess it may have just gave out on you a little bit.
Yeah, I think it just got a little tired, over the span of that game, and just backpedaling, it came out. But like I said, the first time was worse, and I'm just lucky to be playing.
When you played against Sullivan East, you had it wrapped up, and you hit 2 big shots. I know at least 2. I remember 2 threes, I believe. Looked like it didn't affect your shot any.
Well, for a good amount of time there, these guys can tell you that's all I could do was shoot. Work on my stroke, short game, work on my free throws, and I got to give credit to Chip and my therapy at Star, and they always kept positivity in my head that I was going to get to play, and we stayed on track with that. So I'm just thankful, man. I can't say it enough.
All right, Brady, we'll be back to talk to you a little bit more. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take our first break of the night. You see the numbers there on the screen. Kingston fans, call in these coaches here, and Brady Luttrell, senior captain. Kingston's going to the state, and it's exciting times. And give us a call, and you're watching the Locker Room Chat, and we'll be right back.
Roan Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roan Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roan Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roan Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roan Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-through for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
Duff Subaru would like to announce the opening of our brand new, larger facility in Kingston.
This new facility was designed to offer unmatched comfort and convenience for our customers. Our service department now offers full tire and alignment services, express oil changes, and a car wash included with each service. We're conveniently located at I-40 exit 356 in Kingston, an easy drive from anywhere in the greater Knoxville area. Earl Duff Subaru, Tennessee's only 10-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Award.
Take advantage of financing as low as 0% during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Earl Duff Subaru in Kingston.
We all know that real estate is location, location, location.
Our team at Just Homes Group Realty Executives has the true expertise, pairing buyers and sellers with the right opportunities.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home right here in Knoxville,
Lenoir City, Clinton, or Farragut, we have the expertise throughout every Knoxville surrounding area. Call Just Homes Group Realty Executives today.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is your gift destination. Shop the new plush selection for that special someone. We have Bath & Body Works popular fragrances and custom gift baskets too. Live and Let Live has a wide selection of gift and home decor for any occasion, from yard flags to selected jewelry, plus much more. We have Big Orange giftware always available year-round. And don't forget to enjoy a soda fountain treat while you shop. Live and Let Live Drugstore, Gift Shop, and Soda Fountain in downtown Rockwood.
Welcome back into the Locker Room Chat. And tonight we have the Kingston Yellow Jackets in studio with the assistant coaches. Here with me, Tyler Brown and also Zach Eason.
Yep.
And guys, once again, thank you all for being here. Kingston's going to the state for the first time since 1991.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm
30
excited about it.
years.
First time since '79 that we won the region too, which is crazy. So this team and this community, man, we got a lot to be proud of and excited for going into this next week.
Did that 79 team, did they win the state? I saw them honoring them for the game the other night.
No, they didn't. They just won the region championship, right, and won the sub-state game to get to state.
Yeah, so they qualified for state, but they didn't finish the
I don't think
deal that year.
Kingston's ever won a state in basketball. They've won 2 in golf. I think that's it.
And I believe it's also the 8th trip to the state for the Yellow Jackets boys basketball team. 8. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Right now we're going to look at some scores for the boys and the girls, the sectional or sub-state as they call it. Either way, the girls were on Saturday night, and some of the local teams in our area. Here's some scores here on your screen. You see the Bearden girls defeating Science Hill 67-38 in the Class AAA. Bearden girls with only 1 loss. I believe they are number 1 in the state, as they have a record of 30-1. Also, Maryville winning as well out of that same District 4. Handily over Sevier County 56-27. Bearden eliminated Oak Ridge in the region semifinals last week and went on to defeat Maryville for the region title. Over in Class AA, Northview Academy winners over South Green 67-64, and the Northview girls are 32-1. So outstanding season for that school. I believe it's about their 5th year in existence, so they're really on a rapid rise. Also Granger, as you see, the Granger Lady Grizzlies winning 38-35 over Alcoa. Granger with an outstanding program going back to the state tournament. You have any single A, or the single A girls, Cloudland going to Oneida and upsetting the Lady Indians 50-46. Oneida with an outstanding season, winning the district in Class A. You see North Green as well, winners over Tellico Plains 64-50. 2 teams tonight playing in the girls. I think Meigs County and Granger playing tonight. I think Meigs County may be playing right now currently as well. We'll try to get some scores for them here a little bit later on in the show. But Meigs County and Granger playing tonight in the state tournament underway down in Murfreesboro. Let's look at the boys. Boys Class AAA, the Oak Ridge Wildcats finished runner-up to Bearden in the region, but the Wildcats went on the road to defeat Dobbins-Bennett 65-61. So Coach Aaron Green's got his Wildcats going back to the state tournament. Of course, last year the state tournament for the boys was completely canceled, so it's good to see Oak Ridge and get to go back and play this time. Just an outstanding program for the Wildcats, an outstanding senior class they have. They'll be playing next week, next Thursday, I believe. And looking at Bearden there, the Bearden boys, an outstanding team as well. As I mentioned, won the region. They defeated Jefferson County 63-38. In Class AA, there you see the Kingston boys with the win over Sullivan East 79-65. Kingston now 26-5 on the year. They will be playing, when will guys be playing? Tell everybody.
Thursday at 10 a.m. So next Thursday at 10 a.m. we play Community High School.
Next Thursday.
Yeah, and so that's 10 a.m. Central, so back here in Eastern Time would be 11.
So 11 o'clock next Thursday. Kingston Yellow Jackets against Community. And I think they're out of Bradford County, I saw. I'm not really sure about the school. Community, we'll talk about them a little bit later on. But Greenville, as you see, winners over Knoxville Fulton, 92-67. Greenville with a really talented team in AA, a possible opponent for Kingston down the road in the state tournament, I believe. I don't think y'all would meet them maybe until the finals, I think.
Yeah, I think they're on the opposite side.
Right, so Kingston with a big win over one of y'all's rivals, Fulton Falcons, that y'all played 4 times this year.
4 times, lost to them at their place, and then won the other 3.
So, and go down to Single A, where the Cosby Eagles went to Harriman and defeated the Blue Devils 57-47. Unfortunately, Harriman on the losing end of that. Coach Shay Shannon, outstanding job there for Harriman this season. That's the 3rd straight trip to the sectionals for Harriman. Also, back in 2017, they won the state championship. So the last 4 years they have, and that's pretty good for
yeah,
Harriman.
Shay's one of our buddies, you know, our in-county guy, and he's done a tremendous job with that program.
Did y'all play Harriman this year?
We did. We played them home and home, and we beat them both times. But he did a great job with that team this year, and for them to get back there, man, he just does a good job with those guys.
Right, they got the big win over Oneida, I think it was, to win the district, and gave them the home court advantage for the region, which that was a big step for them just to get to the sub-state and the home court advantage. And so congratulations to those teams. Also another game there, and I left out in the Single A was North Green, the Huskies over Chattanooga School of Arts and Sciences, 64-53. So those boys teams will be starting next week in Murfreesboro, starting next Wednesday, and just going to run down the girls and the boys right now. In Class A for the state tournament, Cloudland, 21-6, will be playing Loretto. I think they will play them tomorrow. Also in Class A, North Green, 26-7 against Gibson County. These are teams sort of in our area, you know, East Tennessee. I'd like to recognize them. Meigs County, Lady Tigers, 21-4, playing right now against Westview. That's a AA. Also Granger, as we mentioned, 33-3, playing later tonight against Maplewood. And also Northview Academy, 32-1 against Creekwood. In Class AAA, Bradley Central, 27-1, will play against Lebanon tomorrow. And 2 teams in the sister district in Class AAA, Bearden, 30-1, will play Hardin County, and Maryville, 26-6, will take on Page. That's for the girls tournament starting tonight. We got our first call coming in. Let's go ahead and take it. Go ahead, caller. You're on the locker room chat. Go ahead, caller.
Hey guys, Coach Nairmore, Kingston.
Hey, what's up, Coach?
How's everybody?
It's Coach.
Doing good.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, anytime, man. You got 3 of my good guys up there on screen. I've enjoyed watching them get to talk about our program, and you know, looking forward to hearing the rest of it for sure.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win the other night to put you on the state tournament, and you know, you won the district championship in the region. You basically played a district tournament in the region, didn't you?
Yeah, we got a repeat dose of Scott High and Fulton, you know, 2 of our biggest rivals, and you know, just had a good little run here for the last couple of weeks. I think a big part of it, what y'all talked about earlier, being at home, our student section, our fans have been just unbelievably good. The support behind this team is something everybody will always remember. playing at home in front of that crowd. We don't get another opportunity, but we got as many as we could at home. And I don't know how many home games we played this year, but just special to play in that place. And that Woodshed nickname's pretty cool too. Just in front of that crowd the last month has been just something special for us.
Yeah, the crowd was terrific, and also your boys as well, just terrific. Just talk about them, how special they are.
Yeah, I've been talking about these guys for years now. It seems like they've been playing for a while. This senior class has changed our program. They've put us in a spot where nobody thought Kingston basketball would be. Talking about Kingston going to Murfreesboro for the Final Eight is almost unheard of at Kingston. Their effort, their energy, their togetherness, their unselfishness. Combine that with a couple of juniors and Jaden Drummond as a sophomore, this group has just been really, really special. I've been talking really, really good about our guys and our program, but you got two guys up there that our assistant coaches, Tyler and Zach, have done an unbelievable job of just building a relationship with our guys. And I think Zach touched on it earlier. I haven't subbed one kid all year. I think I may have subbed one or two, but they yell at me when I do, so I just don't do it. They've done a phenomenal job of just, taking a load off my shoulders every night. They let me coach the game. They worry about the rotation, the subs, and just have that calming influence on our kids on the bench. So, those guys, I've given a lot of credit to a lot of people, but probably left those two guys out and probably shouldn't have. They are a vital part of our program. You can ask any kid on our team, whether it be a freshman or a senior, and they know how important those two guys are. So we're lucky to have Tyler and Zach. Zach's by far the luckiest guy I've ever seen, first year coaching, and walks right into this, and here we are going to the state tournament. So just wanted to make sure everybody knew how important they are to our program. And I like Tyler and Zach, but nowhere near as much as I like Brady Luttrell over there sitting beside him.
Right, talk a little bit about Brady.
I don't know if I can. I'll try. He's been our captain forever. He's one of the toughest kids I ever met. He's Kingston to the core. Everybody in this town loves the kid. You can't find one person that's not a big Brady Luttrell fan. He just does everything and more. Everybody has his respect. Our opponents, our other coaches, obviously our team. He's the heart and soul of our deal, and so excited that he gets to play in that Murphy Center next week.
All right, Coach, and let's talk about these coaches up here again. That's amazing the confidence you have in them to let them control the rotation, and that just speaks volumes. You got two more coaches, like head coaches on your staff.
Zach's first year, but he's a Kingston guy. But I'm gonna go ahead and announce that Tyler Brown's a Kingston guy too. I know he's not from here, but he's been here long enough. I'll never forget Cam Harden calling me and saying, "Hey, we got a new preacher for the youth at the Grove, and he's a basketball guy." He said, "You got to meet him. I think he can help coach." And we met at Subway there in Kingston, and I think I hired him about 2 minutes into the conversation. By far one of the best coaching moves I ever made. He's been unbelievable for our town, unbelievable for our program. All the kids, when everybody comes over to talk to me, they all bypass me and go straight to Tyler, which, as getting older than I am, that's pretty good for me. And to watch our kids just flock to him, not just our kids, but our whole town, has been unreal to watch, and super glad that he's a part of our program.
Coach, if you would talk about the Scott County, or the Scott game, the region semifinal, triple overtime game.
Fantastic.
I've been at this thing for almost 15 years now. That's the dangest high school game I've ever watched. Trey Morrow is unbelievable. Every coach I know should go get that guy and recruit him. He's just that good. Jordan Jeffers, their head coach, is special. The guy can flat coach. And I think I said this in the paper. If I was a athletic director, AA, AAA, that needed a change in program, I would go call Jordan Jeffers and hire him immediately. He's that good. But, that night, that triple overtime game, our guys just had this relentless, no-quit demeanor about them. We were down for the count like 3 times. They go to line up 2 with Trey shooting free throws. thought we were dead, and all of a sudden here we are again, and play after play by multiple guys. And I think Thin Man was up there kind of helping us out a little bit too. So a total, community effort there to get through Scott High in that semifinal.
And if you could, you'll be playing next Thursday in Murfreesboro state tournament, first trip since 1991. And you know anything about community yet? Your opponent?
Yeah, community's big. We're watching on film all day long today. Really, really big, really athletic. Love to post it. They got a couple guys in the back to basket can score. I think it's a pace thing for us. We got to find ways to make it faster. Coach Brown, Coach East, and I are working on the film, scout, and we talked to our guys today about helping out with that too. So love it when our kids are a part of the scout and looking through film and getting ready. And the good news is we got a week to get ready, and by next Thursday, I promise the Jackets will be ready.
Brady, you have anything you like to tell your coach, Coach Naramore?
Coach Naramore, Coach Brown, Coach Easton for everything. Coach Naramore, Coach Brown for all 4 of my years. They're really player coaches, and that's the biggest thing for me. They trust you. They trust your decisions, and that's a big deal whenever you're out there and you're in big games when you can trust each other. And Zach coming along this year, he's been a big boost for us. He knows basketball, and he fits right in with those guys. So if I was going to talk about him, I could talk about him all night. But mainly, I just want to say thank you, and we wouldn't be in this place without y'all.
How did he react when you told him you was cleared for Monday night?
I think he smiled a little bit, but I didn't know what he was thinking. I mean, as far as I'm sure he was probably thinking it was going to be tough for me to get cleared. So he probably felt the same thing. I felt a little bit of shock, but just lucky that I was getting to play, and just thankful, just like me.
Just an added bonus, right?
Yes, sir.
Coach Naramore, anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I appreciate the time. I appreciate y'all getting our program out in front of everybody. Thanks to BBB for letting us do this tonight. Sorry I couldn't make it. My boy had baseball practice tonight, and I try not to miss those when I don't have to. But thank everybody, coaches. Brady, love you guys. Go Jackets.
Go Jackets.
Go Jackets.
Well, thank you, Coach. It's Coach Naramore calling in. I know he's a busy man. He's young kids, and some of his boys. He's got 2 young boys. Are they 2 of those boys down along the wall down there behind the basket?
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Definitely in that group.
Running around, but they pay attention too, man. They know all our kids.
Oh yeah,
they get into it.
They're really intelligent.
Matter of
they
fact,
know what's going on.
The older one came up to Coach Easton the other day, Zach Easton the other day, before the Fulton game.
Yeah, before the region final.
And said, "Don't let my dad get a technical. That's your job. Don't let him get a technical." He said, "Why do you think he's going to get a technical?" He said, "He's super nervous."
Yeah, so Trey thought Colt was primed for a technical in that region final. And I asked Trey before the sub-state, I said, "Do I need to be on technical watch again?" He said, "Oh, yeah." We got through both those games without one, so good so far.
But I was watching them the other night, and they were just watching the game and just hanging on every moment, and they do a travel or 3, they just pretty, they know the game.
One special thing about this team is how they've inspired the younger Kingston generations. I mean, there's going to be a whole generation of kids who are dying to get out there and play basketball because they got to watch this team play, so it's huge.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many people in the community have called me or I've seen out, and they're telling me that because of these boys, like their kids who haven't shown interest in basketball or maybe kind of did, man, they're out there shooting all the time. And there was one of my friends said his little boy, he was out there shooting, and he was shooting and saying Kobe, and that's what people do, shoot Kobe. Well, his little boy starts shooting and says, "Harper, Colby, Brady," because he's been watching the games, he's been streaming all the games. So he was like, "That's pretty awesome that they're watching that and saying their names after they shoot." And they don't say why it's too much.
Right? They're waiting for baseball season.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about Brady's Kingston teammates and these coaches, players here when we come back, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Locker Room Chat.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is the premier pharmacy service location. Let our professional staff help with all your pharmacy needs, answer your questions, or help with your medication management with our Medicine on Time packaging system. We also offer medication therapy management to ensure you're receiving maximum benefits from your medication. Diabetes care is available with one-on-one consultations, or you can attend one of our monthly diabetes information classes. Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We buy it on the spot and we pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. Rome Metals, we treat you like family.
Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Herman and Rockwood.
Duff Subaru would like to announce the opening of our brand new, larger facility in Kingston.
This new facility was designed to offer unmatched comfort and convenience for our customers. Our service department now offers full tire and alignment services, express oil changes, and a car wash included with each service. We're conveniently located at I-40 Exit 356 in Kingston, an easy drive from anywhere in the greater Knoxville area. Earl Duff Subaru, Tennessee's only 10-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Award.
Take advantage of financing as low as 0% during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Earl Duff Subaru in Kingston.
ADFAC, you've heard of ADFAC, right? And I want to get this right. Okay, there's a lot of information right here. Aid to Distressed Families of Appalachian Counties. Now, they've been helping out during COVID with a lot of families. As a matter of fact, I think they were in charge of a grant. Let me get that stat here. They were entrusted with over $350,000 from local agencies to help families experiencing COVID-related hardships. And we all know how tough it's been for a lot of families right now.
And a lot of organizations. So ADFAC had to figure out some way to still help the people that need help in their community. And this little egg is going to help them. Actually, it's a bunch of these little eggs. All you have to do is purchase one of these eggs. Each egg is $5. You buy as many eggs as you want. And then half of the money that comes in from the purchase of these eggs goes to ADFAC, but the other half
goes to you if you buy the winning egg. So what you do is you go to ADFAC's Facebook page, that's ADFAC, or go to adfac.org, adfac.org. Purchase your chances to win. You got to be 18 or older. All the information's right here. But the egg is cool, and you can get one and help out ADFAC, because ADFAC is helping out families in East Tennessee that need help this time.
And the drawing, which will be random of all the eggs purchased, will be on April 10th on a special YouTube event, so you can watch it and see if you win that cash.
Fabulous. Thanks for helping ADFAC. We're Mark and Kim from Starwater 2.1.
We all know that real estate is location, location, location.
Our team at Just Homes Group Realty Executives has the true expertise, pairing buyers and sellers with the right opportunities.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home right here in Knoxville,
Lenoir City, Clinton, or Farragut, we have the expertise throughout every Knoxville surrounding area. Call Just Homes Group Realty Executives today.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-through for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
Welcome back into the locker room chat, and my guest right now is assistant coach Tyler Brown and assistant Zach Eason. And guys, I'd like to talk to y'all a little bit. Tyler, y'all just talk about yourself a little bit. How long have you been at Kingston?
I've been in Kingston for about 7 years. I came from Nashville area, Hendersonville, Tennessee. Came up here to be a pastor, a student pastor at a church called The Grove in Kingston. And I played basketball in college, loved basketball, And so when I got here, I didn't really know anybody, and I was like, I've got to find somewhere to play basketball. And I had one of my students who played basketball at the time called Colton Aramore, and I met him at the subway, like he said. And I was like, I've got to get this job, you know. We started talking basketball. I don't even think we talked about what it would look like, but he wanted me to be involved, and so it was awesome. Been doing it ever since.
So you played at Hendersonville?
I actually played at Beach, Hendersonville rival. Okay. So yeah, we don't like Hendersonville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I played at Beach High School.
So did you play in college as well?
I did. I played at Sewanee University for 4 years.
I heard that's a really nice place.
It is
I've
pretty up
never
there.
seen it, but it's a lot of tradition there, and just
up on top of Mount Eagle Mountain. Buildings are beautiful. The views, lookout's incredible. So I played there for 4 years, and then been up here ever since.
Now, Chase Clem, he's wanted me to ask you about your son. You have a 6-month-old son, Walker.
He's 9-month-old now, Walker.
Months. Okay.
Yep.
You have to get on to Chase.
I know. Yeah, he should know better than that. He actually bought when he was born. Chase Clem bought me a Fisher Price basketball goal. So I shoot hoops on it every now and then. He's not ready to shoot hoops on it yet, but he'll watch me shoot them.
Sure won't be long.
I know. I'm hoping so. He's pretty long right now. He's like in the 90-something percentile in height, so I'm hoping he's as tall as me. He can dunk and shoot it and everything.
So do you teach at Kingston?
I don't. I work full-time at the Grove, the church in Kingston.
Okay. Okay, Zach, tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I am a Kingston guy. I graduated in 2010. Played basketball there for 4 years while I was there. And then I went to Tech for college, not to play basketball, just to go to college. And I lived in Murfreesboro for a couple years working, and I got to move back to Kingston in 2017. And I actually met Tyler through church. That was my wife's church growing up, so when we moved back, we started attending, got to hang out with him, got on the men's league team with him. So we play a little men's league, try not to get hurt out there. And then the opportunity came up this year for me to become an assistant, and I was thrilled to have a chance to, reconnect with the program. And I knew Tyler really well and knew Colt, and it just felt like a fit immediately. So I came in, and it's been a great year. Selfishly, I want to say that, there's got to be a correlation between it being my first year and this being an awesome team, but that's not true. They were going to be good without me. But no, it's been a great experience.
Now, do you teach at Kingston?
No, I don't teach either. I'm actually an engineer full-time. I work at Mesa Associates up in Knoxville. So luckily with the COVID protocols, I've been able to work at home some, so it's been a lot easier to get to practice and stuff. So that's actually helped me a little bit.
That's where all that math comes in, right on.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly right.
That's why I'm the nerdy guy, tracking fouls and minutes and timeouts and stuff.
Right. So you said you're a graduate 2010, so you played for Coach Naramore.
So that was actually between Coach Sitzler and Colt. I played for Coach Plemons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he coached, I think, 6 years between Sitzler and Colt. So I missed Colt by just a little bit.
Okay, I was thinking Colt came in before that, but
yeah, he was at Loudon while I was playing Kingston.
Okay,
so he saw me splash a few threes on him. So.
Okay, well, let's talk about some of those Yellow Jackets, those current players. I'll just throw the first name out, Harper Neal. Talk a little bit about Harper.
Man, I love Harper. When he came in as a freshman, I immediately could see him and Brady kind of like the duo, and they came in, and he had a lot of confidence in his game and a lot of emotion in his game. And I can't remember how many technicals he had his freshman year.
Harper?
Harper. He probably had 5 or 6, I'd say, his freshman year. And you don't want to kill the passion, but you want to rein it in a little bit, And he hadn't had any this year, and he's just been incredible. He's the type of guy who has a motor that never stops. He is full tilt, on go 100% of the time. And so you can trust that on defense, offense, man, he's going to give you everything he has while he's out there. And I love that about him. And, man, he did some big shots, too, this year. Balls in his hands, like the Scott County game, to win it. We ran a play where I think Brady back cut and Kobe gave it off to Harper and just let it ride in his hands because he's been one of the key parts that got us this far.
Right, he hit some big shots the other night against Sullivan East. I know against Scott in that region semis game, and he's, definitely all district and all region, and he'll probably be all state.
I think so. I think he's one of the I really do think he's one of the best players left in the state that's playing in 2A. I think of him that highly. He's worked on his game more than, I don't want to say more than anybody, but a bunch of these guys have worked on their game a ton. But you can really see the improvements in his game because when he got here as a freshman, he was more of a drive first, shoot second, and now he can shoot it from anywhere on the court.
Right, he's got a lot of confidence in his shot, and you said off there he's got the green light.
He sure does. Ultimate green light. Sometimes it's not the best shot in that moment, but I never want to kill that. With him, Brady, or Kobe, man, I want them to know that we have trust in our guys, and we're going to have their back 110% at all times, win or lose. We got their back.
Zach, you got a Harper story?
I don't know if I have a specific one, but just all year, man, it seems like, basketball's a game of runs, they say that, and it seems like any time another team is trying to make a run, Harper just answers the bell, and he just kills it.
I noticed that the other night against Sullivan East, right after the third quarter started, they hit a couple shots, and then, Harper come right back and hit a three and just it ain't nothing.
Like it's nothing.
They came out hot. They were ready to roll in that third quarter, and we needed a couple of those Harper shots to stop the runs, and he just answers the bell every time.
I think one of the biggest differences with Harper last year to this year, and our team last year to this year, was we were really good last year as well, but we were still young trying to figure it out, and when we would get punched in the face, you could see it all over us. It'd be a close game, and they'd hit a couple shots, and we'd just kind of be deflated. This year, that doesn't happen. We get down, you wouldn't tell on our players, especially Harper, because he's pulling. He's going to make it usually.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Do you know what schools are looking at him when he finishes high school?
I know he's got an offer from Roan State, Maryville, King College, some other schools I think looking at him. I don't know where specifically he's going, but he needs to go somewhere. He's that good.
Okay. We got a call. Locker room chat, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Willow, and I wanted to see if the team is fired up to win the championship.
Hey, Willow.
Hi.
Hey, they are fired up. Brady, you want to tell her?
I can't even explain to you how fired up we are, and I appreciate you keeping track of us and calling.
Willow, man, I think they're all excited. We watched film and got a lot of shots up today, so they're ready to go.
Good luck.
Thank you, Willow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for calling in, Willow. It's a big fan there, right?
Yeah, she's been watching all of our games because on the Roan radio, keeping up with it. So she loves watching us play. It's awesome.
Okay. Let's go to another player. Well, first, what do you say about your teammate Harper Neal?
Man, Harper moved here when we were in 4th grade, so I've technically known everybody a little bit longer than him, but from the moment he got here, me and him have clicked, and we've been, I feel like me and him are, he used the word duo, but me and him are guys who can look at the most special thing to me about me and him is we can look at each other and push each other and hold each other accountable. And that's something that I think is really special about us and we want the best for each other. It's never really been a competition between us. I hate when it becomes that. And we just want the best for each other, and we just want to win at the end of the day, and that's really all I can say about him. He's an awesome player, and like Coach Brown said, somebody needs to sign this kid, man. He's a player.
He's so good.
Where did Harper move in from?
I think he was in the Oak Ridge school zone, I'm pretty sure, and man, I'm glad he came to Kingston. We're lucky to have him.
You too.
Right. Okay, let's talk. You got your Batman. He's got to have a Robin and Kobe Raymer.
Yeah.
Had 29 other night against Sullivan East and all-district performer. I've been really impressed watching him play. Talk about Colby.
Colby's the one junior that gets to play a lot, and he started for us last year and this year. His skill level is something that I've never seen in a high school player, really. Like, I wish I was that good as a high school player. He does stuff at the rim and with the ball that, I mean, it's just special. Like, not many people on this planet can do, and he can go out and get it at any point.
Yeah, I noticed that how he drives. So, like, the other night, he just took off down the sideline and just exploded and
they
just went
just dribbled through everybody who went
Yeah.
down there and got a layup.
Yeah.
I know what player you're talking about. It's just incredible. He'll turn it on like that, and the way he can handle the ball and the way his shot's gotten better. Really a big piece of why we're here and getting us this far.
Right. He'll coming back next year, so I know you're losing a special senior class, but you got a player like Colby Raymer coming back, so
it's always good having a player
Yeah.
like that coming back. Man, he's a special player.
Yeah, I've always joked with Colby that it didn't matter how many defenders were on the court, he saw none of them, you know. And that's just I've joked with Tyler too. I said I wish I had the ability to just think that no matter who's on the court, I can score. And that's Colby. I mean, that Scott game that we mentioned, the semifinal game, that was an incredible high school game, triple overtime. Colby gets a rebound. It was either double or single overtime, I can't remember. We're down 2 with 8 seconds left, and he just went and got it, tied it up, sent us to the next one. Yeah, he's definitely a special talent. Can get to the rim at will, and then when he gets there, he'll find a creative way to finish it, and it'll go in. I don't know if I've ever seen a kid who has as much creativity finishing at that age combined with the skill level, especially left hand. I mean, he'd almost rather go left, so it's really special.
Right, I know he's a Kingston kid. His dad, I was reading, Jamie Raymer, I believe, played on the last state tournament team, 91.
Yeah,
and,
that's when he graduated.
And Colby even mentioned, you know, he was getting emotional thinking about that. His dad played in the state, and now he's getting to go, so that's really special.
Pretty special, and he loves this group of guys too. He told he got 1,000 points a few weeks ago in his high school career, and he said it's not about that, but he wanted to get his 1,000 point with these guys because he's got to play with them for 3 years now, and really felt like these are his teammates that he wanted to do that with. Celebrate that special night with. So that was pretty cool that he got to experience that with these guys.
Yeah, the Raymers have been a part of the Kingston basketball legacy going all the way back. So it feels appropriate that we've got a Raymer contributing to a state-bound team.
That's awesome. Legacy kid. And Brady, you want to take a shout out there for Colby?
Yeah, I do. I'll say this: Colby has matured more since his freshman year than I think I've seen it from any kid since I've been in high school. And these guys talked about his skill a lot. And you'll look at the kid and you don't think he's strong out there. Like, you don't think he's strong. When he gets the ball to the rim, he is strong. And I'll tell you right now, I got tired of guarding him this summer. I was ready for the season to start because I got tired of guarding him in the off season. So it's good to see those other kids out there having the same problems I did this summer. And God, he's a heck of a player, man. That's all I can say.
That's fun.
Well, guys, we got a little bit of time left. I want to talk about all these seniors, and I'll just throw a name out, Wyatt Heidel, and y'all can take it from there. And I want to talk about all these seniors, though.
Yeah,
You guys, you go ahead and mention these guys.
Wyatt Heidel is
the big guy. He's
man in the middle, man. He is
the man. He is put together.
We were looking at pictures the other day. His mom sent me a picture. His mom goes to church with me. His mom sent me a picture of his freshman year, and I think I sent it out to the group. And it looks totally different. You know, he's gotten so much bigger and stronger. And he's a baseball guy. Like he's signed to go play catcher for Lipscomb University in baseball.
Wow.
Incredible baseball player. And we were talking about this the other day. Me and Brady and Harper were talking about how Wyatt is going to take it the hardest when the season's over. We turned a baseball guy into a basketball guy. And man, just the way he's improved, just scoring the ball, rebounding defensively, has been incredible. Been incredible. He's a key part of who we are.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that we can get to everybody, but I just want to say when Brady did go down, I think Wyatt was one of the ones who stepped up for us the most during that time. He took it upon himself to take more of a scoring role, which he didn't really have early in the season, and he's kept that going with us now that we've got Brady back. So yeah, he's been a huge part of our success.
I don't know a lot of these other guys. I got some name. Who's Chop?
Chop. Yeah, I thought you were going to call him Nathan. So his name's Nathan McAnally.
He hit the big three the other night in the fourth.
He did. So I've only known him as Chop, and I remember in our group text I was asking, hey, whose number is this? They're like, it's Nathan's. We don't have a Nathan on our team because he's always been Chop to me. Chop is our defensive specialist. I've never seen a kid play defense the way he does. He's also a baseball guy. He's signed to go to UVA Wise, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
To play baseball. He can pitch it. He's a really good baseball player. And, man, that's another baseball guy that we've turned basketball guy. He's definitely our best defender. We put him on their best player every single game. And that's what he wants to do. And he wants to do that for these guys, which is awesome. Yeah. And then you got Bryson Bowles.
Yeah, Bowles.
Bryson Bowles has been a key part. He moved here last year from Rockwood. He played at Rockwood growing up.
He's a big guy too.
He is. He's a big guy, but he played with them growing up, like in 5th grade and on AAU ball. So when he moved over to Kingston, it was awesome for him because he got to be around his best friends that he grew up with. Man, he can do a little bit of everything: play defense, shoot the ball, rebound the ball, drive it in. Does all the little things that we don't get to see a lot. You know, takes charges. Best one taking charges on our team by far. Then you got Will Moore, who is another great ball player, great athlete all around. He played wide receiver for football. Did a great job this year. Phenomenal kid, man. One of the most athletic kids we have on our team. He's one of the few that can dunk the ball. He can absolutely cram it. So we've been trying to get him a dunk this year. It just hadn't happened yet. But he can shoot the ball really well. And then we have Zane Ryans, who's also a senior. And, man, he's a great teammate. He can shoot the ball probably second to Brady. He can absolutely shoot the ball great. And he's a big guy as well that we can throw in. And then we have Landon Diggs, who is another just solid defender.
Yeah.
You run into Landon Diggs, you know you're going to be hurt the next morning.
I had Landon. He came in during the football season, and
he's a phenomenal football player.
All district and football player as well.
Let's just say he fouls you like he's playing football.
Yeah, definitely.
When he uses his fouls, you know he used them.
So, do we have any other seniors that we cover them?
That's all the seniors.
8 seniors, and any other juniors besides Colby?
Yeah, you got Carson Donathan, who is we call him C-Don. He played football as well, really good football player, and is going to be a really key piece to us next year moving forward. And then Wesley Morgan is the other junior, who is going to be another key piece. He's got one of the smartest. Brady, I would say, was our smartest basketball IQ guy, and I would say Wesley would be the second one. He sees the game differently. There are times on the bench where he'll say, "Hey, coach, let's try to run this play." He'll get in my ear, and I'll get in Colt's ear, and we'll run that play, and it'll work. So he sees the game at a high level. And then our sophomore, Jaden Dryman, he's going to be a really good ball player as well.
So sounds like the cupboard's not bare.
Nope. We're going to keep rolling.
Before we go, for Coach Colton Naramore, talk a little bit about Ronnie, the thin man, Morton, who passed away in December. Just touch on him.
Man, so I got to ride with Thin Man to all the games when I started, and just to hear all his stories. And, man, I wish so bad that he could be here to see these guys this year. And I know, man, we're making this run. We're doing it for Thin. I think the hashtag is Win for Thin. And I do think he's watching out for us and keeping us safe and just doing an incredible job. And I know we're doing it for him. Great man.
I mean, he was a staple in Kingston athletics for 60 years, just always around the programs, always supporting them. So, yeah, Win for Thin, baby.
Brady, give me a shout-out before you go, and wish you best of luck next week.
Thank you, and I just want to shout out all of Kingston, man, from the team to the community to the coaches. Everybody, thank y'all for everything. Once again, like I said, I'm heartbroken I can't play in that gym again, but we're going to go down to Murfreesboro and take care of it, and go Jackets.
All right, for Coach Brown and Coach Eason and for Coach Naramore called in, and Willow, we thank you. And
DT La Follette. It wasn't about the photo op. I'm Lisa